It's just so much going on. It's like blowing up. We're finally into a realm where people are fighting back. And it doesn't matter which side of the political aisle you sit on, things are happening, and they're happening in a big way. Guys, you got to strap in here, because this is just some unbelievable stuff that's going on. Unbelievable. And this is not designed to be a political show. I'm not here to talk about which way you should vote or which way you shouldn't vote and which candidate is better. I'm all about the ducats. We're talking about money here. We're talking about what's going to be best for your pocketbook and what's going to be best for my pocketbook. You know, the barometer here, I'm not worried about all the wokeness. I don't really care. I've been black for a long time and just not buying into all this crap. Opportunity is there. You just have to take it. Anyone who tells you otherwise is lying to you. If they're telling you that you're stopped from getting into a specific opportunity, especially in real estate, they're lying to you. They're straight up just coddling and enabling your misguided thoughts. And I don't care if you're white, black, green, brown, gray. I don't care. If you think that you can't succeed in real estate, I'm just going to nod at you and say fine and ask you to get out the way. I'm not here to basically be an activist. I'm here to talk to people who are interested in finding out what they can do to make money in today's real estate market. And now we've got to take it even further. I want to talk to people about making money in tomorrow's real estate market. And right now, and I've spoken to it a lot, you've heard me say this before, and I'll say it again, that we didn't have any kind of a crystal ball in place. And when I first started saying that about 2 months ago, we really didn't have a crystal ball in place. We didn't know where things were headed. We didn't have any idea what was going to happen in the very near future. We do now. It's becoming really clear what's happening. If you know where to find the data, and then you also, if you know how to use that data to make sure that the opportunities that you're seeking, number one, are real, and number two, are viable. And so let's go to the beginning in terms of talking about viability. So last week, or in the last couple of days actually, people have been talking about how the housing market has basically rebounded, and that things are on a a record pace. We're seeing things jump at 20+% month over month from the previous year. It says NAR. And by the way, anything that comes from the National Association of Realtors, I want you to take with a grain of salt. That's like reading Chinese propaganda, because of course they're going to promote the best possible scenario for real estate right now. You, as a prudent investor, have to dig deeper and see what's going on. Watch your game films. Watch your game films over and over. Learn the data. Learn the tendencies. Do as much as you can to build your own crystal ball. Because what they're saying here is that existing home sales spiked by 20.7%, and things are looking rosy. Things are looking good. You believe that? Seriously. Are you believing that? Because now this is what the permeating thought that's going to be put out there over and over and over. So we've got this other article here, and this is from, and it looks like someplace out in the Tampa Bay. No, this is from Baltimore. So you want to believe Baltimore is where things are hopping. Okay, you go with that. But it says U.S. sales of existing homes jumped 20% after a 3-month slump. It always amazes me that the first thing the National Association of Realtors will tell you, and it's beat into every realtor's head, that all real estate is local. It's sort of like looking at an election and seeing a poll where somebody's up nationally. And if you have any idea from the last election, that means absolutely nothing. So whatever the sales are in California doesn't necessarily reflect what's going on here in Florida. What's going on here in Florida doesn't necessarily reflect what's going on in Minnesota. Yet we're told that, hey, sales look great and, new home sales are up 20%. But there's no reason to look at that. What we have to look at is local data. What we've got to look at is what's going down here in South Florida. On the exact same day that the numbers came out and said that the real estate market was taken back off and it's up higher than 20%, on the same day, we find out here they're still tanking. Real estate is all local. They'll go ahead and use that mantra, but for some reason when they put the stories out, they don't say the local numbers. You need to know those. I need to know those. So if you scroll down here into the article, and it goes through the various counties, Miami-Dade residential sales decreased by 22%. Now understand what that means. If the other article said that sales were up 20, but Miami-Dade was down 22, that's a 42% swing. How far off would your investments be if you had numbers that were 42% variance? It's insane to actually be looking at what's going on nationally with what we know here in South Florida. So as we go further down here, we can see that Broward was off 21%. And Palm Beach County was off, not as bad, but 15.5%. So it's not as rosy a picture as the NAR wants us to believe. You've got to dig down. And even in here, you have to dig down. Because one of the things that was pretty interesting is as although the sales have dropped, in certain markets, the price has risen. That's a very strong data point for you to hone in on. Where exactly are the prices going? So down here in Broward, median price of single-family homes jumped 5.4%. For condos, they jumped nearly 14%. But there's less sales. In Palm Beach County, single-family homes went up 5.3%, and condos went up 7.9%. It's a great data point. In Miami-Dade, prices up 5%, while condo prices are up 4.8%. So all across the board in South Florida, Miami-Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach, the prices are going up, but the volume is going down. The volume is going down. So, and this was from June. So what are we to say? Are these homes that were already in the process of being closed when the whole Corona thing happened? I don't know. We have to dig deep, look into the MLS, get your agent to get you some data. Are these houses that went to contract and closed in 30 days during the virus? You're going to have to get your agent to dig up that data. The surface data is scary. The variance is off the charts. Sales are down, prices are up. What causes that? What's that volatility based upon? You got to dig and find those answers. I'll talk about that tomorrow. Hey, thanks for checking out this clip of the Barry Cunningham Show. Every weekday, Monday through Friday, I talk about real estate and the trends and news that affect real estate and making money in real estate. So if you want to see us live, just go ahead and click the subscribe button below, or just click the link below, which is going to be a link to the archives of all of our live shows. And then we'll go ahead and cut these up and get them out there so you can see the clips of the various shows. But in any event, I'm glad you're watching. Please continue to watch and have a great day. Get out there and make some money. And we'll see you on the next episode.